look at Tao. Let me turn my volume adjusted a little bit here. All right. Hope that isn't too loud. We're going to go over to Tao here in a second. I do want to show you Bitcoin. All right. It hit our target price that we put on here, right up into that box. Now we see what happens from here, right? Came right up to that 618 at 101, 101,883. Came a little bit higher than that. In fact, on the day, let's see what we got. For the day, 102,514, right? Right about up to our blue line. You can see here, just about touched that, right? Okay. Now the question is, do we blow through here and head up towards 118 next? All right. The daily RSI, Relative Strength Index, is heading towards the upside. We have a possible wave 1, 2 right here, maybe working on a 3. The weekly is trying to turn back up. You can see here, right? Got this high. We have right here, have corrected down and trying to get a push to the upside here. So it's definitely trying to get up through there. The question is it going to do it or not? The 12-hour still heading up. Let's take a look at this here. Let's zoom in here. All right, you do have 5 waves inside here, you know, in the smaller time frames. Let me show you these. And if you're not familiar with these waves, guys, the market usually moves in waves of 5 up and down. You'll see them all over. Let me turn my magnet off here. That thing's driving me crazy. But you do have 5 sets up through here. If you go down to a 4-hour, you can probably see it a lot easier. Let's take that off here. Yeah, there you go. Actually, the 1, 2 was down here. I apologize. Right here. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. On the smaller time frames, when you come out here to a daily, you'll have waves inside of waves, right? As you come out on higher time frames, just for instance, if you're not familiar with Elliott waves, let me give you a crash course. All right. Normally, you have 5 waves up in the market. Let me show you over here. All right, just for instance here. All right, let's say you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. All right. Now on the bigger picture, you know, you could have something like this: a big 1 wave, 2, and working your way up similar to that. Inside of these waves, you're going to have waves. You're going to have 5 waves in here, 3, 4, 5. Let's turn out a different color so it's easier to see. Blue, and then what you're going to have on a wave 2, on these pullback waves, you're going to have A, B, C patterns. Okay, and once again, you're going to start on your 3rd wave. Your 3rd wave should be your longest, strongest wave. It cannot be your shortest. Okay, you're going to have 5 waves there. Then you're going to have an ABC. Then you're going to have another 5 waves in there. Okay. Crash course, just a quick thing there. If you want to learn more, sign up for level 3 membership. I show you all that stuff. Over 20 hours of videos. 20 hours. That took me a while to put together. Plus, you get a link to the Discord to come trade with us over there. Okay, leverage trading. If you're not familiar with that stuff, please learn. If you come over there and you're green, you know, new to trading or whatever, go very, very low leverage. You know, 5x. You know, probably no more than 10x. All right, everything with leverage trading, it comes down to your entry. All right, you want to get the best entry possible. All right, because leverage trading, is a whole different animal. Okay, you definitely want to know what you're doing. We have some great traders over there. We have about 200 people in the group. All right, so we got some really good people over there posting trades every single day. All right, so if you're interested, sign up for that level 3. And right now, Crypto.com is running a special. All right, we'll get to this Tau chart in a second. They're running a special if you like. I'm already signed up. I've been on there for probably 5 years at least. All right, I use it almost daily. I love Crypto.com. Solid site. You know, don't got to worry about hacker, you know, getting hacked and all that stuff. I like it over there. Now that they're starting to get into sports betting, pretty soon you're going to be able to trade stocks on crypto.com. But they're running a special now. If you use my link in the description of the video and go over there, I can't remember if it's $50 or $100, but each of us will make $50 off that. Okay, just for you going over, signing up, and I believe it's depositing $100, 50 or 100. Then you get $50 credited towards you, and I get 50 for referring you over. All right, they have a crypto.com card. So we each get something out of it. If you go over and sign up on your own, you don't get it. Okay, the whole thing is the referral thing. All right, definitely helps the channel out. I would appreciate it very, very much if you use it and go over there. 100 million users, founded in 2016. Let me tell you, I've had $60,000, I believe, in crypto.com. Never once worried about it. Very, very solid site. I like it over there a lot. Very easy to use, very user friendly. You can buy crypto, 350 plus cryptos with USD, zero fee USD deposits. You can use wire transfers, Apple and Google Pay, CFTC regulated crypto options and derivatives. Over 100 million users worldwide. So I'll put a link in the description of the video. So if you want to go check it out, a solid place. I wouldn't promote it if it wasn't. And that special right now is pretty awesome. So please go check it out. Now, with Tao, what do we got going on here? All right, we got into a trade today with Tao. All right, when it did this retracement right in here. Plus, I posted. I believe it was last week, about a week ago. All right, this entry, this box right here. All right, we came down and touched it once here, ran up and came back down and touched it again right here, and then we've had this big run up. So if you got in this trade right when it was posted, you would be up very, very nice right now. Now what we're looking for, all right, is a 2, 3. What's going on here? There we go. 3, 4, and a 5. A fifth wave up here. All right. Now, what I'm hoping is did not go on here. Okay, is down in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up in here. All right. It don't really look like it to me. No, it can't be. We had this wick down here, which would have violated it right over here. All right, so let me take this box off and show. Well, let me pull it down a little bit. I like keeping these on here. You can see the entry was there. Let's see how this comes down lower than the price over here. That violated that. And if you use trend lines, which I do use them here, quite a bit actually, I guess. You can see the break right there of resistance. That magnet. The magnet's alright once in a while, but it will drive you crazy. If you're trying to put your trend line on there perfectly, don't use that magnet, man. I have a heck of a time with it. But you can see here, alright, we were having highs, lower highs. Let me get my path here. There we go. Alright, we had this high, lower low, this high, lower low, this high, lower low, alright, and then we broke that structure. We had a higher high that took out over here, took out this high over here to the left, higher low, higher high, alright, and higher low. That's what we're working at on up here right now, okay? You can see the structure up here. You can even go there with that higher high and a higher low, alright? So higher highs, higher lows, that's what we're looking for here, and we're looking for another push up here, right, with Tao. If we get our fib on here, pull it down. Looking for a target somewhere up around 610, 609, 610, up in that area. All right, now possibly it could go up into this box up here. That's what we originally put here. The target was up here for this move right here, and it could still go there. These overextend all the time. All right. Now, what we're not looking for is a break of this level down here. This would invalidate anything here. Right. I'm still in this trade. right down here, right? Don't want to break that level. We have a very good support we're on right now. We zoom in on this. That's why I stayed in this trade right now, okay? We got in earlier. I didn't get in on the overall, the big trade. Some people did over there in Discord. I did not. But you can see that white line there, right where price is at, right here. This is where this thing has been holding up, and looking for it to hold there, right? If it loses this right here, I'm out, all right? But definitely don't want to come down and violate this line at 541. All right, we came down and touched it right here and bounced nicely off of it. Now it isn't a great retracement area. You can see we had this high here. All right, now we've had a higher high over here. If I bring my line down right there, okay, higher high and a higher low so far. All right, so that is doing fine. Now as far as a retracement, take your fib, put it on the bottom. We are right in them levels. Man, if this thing's gonna bounce, now's the time, right? That's why I stayed in this thing, because it has come down to this white line and got a nice bounce. I'm gonna move this down just a little bit. Right on that, right here it should be. You can see these closing candles over here. All these ones closed down here right on top of this line. That's a very valid line there, 554. And looking for a bounce off of it. All right, now what I'm looking for here is a start of a 5-wave up. All right, like a 1, 2. Looking for, you know, a bounce here. If this is a 3-wave coming, then it should be strong. It should be a strong push. All right, so overall, this thing, that it could go past that target that I told you, the 106 to 110, if it bounces up here and goes. All right, now the RSI's relative strength index, the 4 hour, 4 hours cooling off a little bit. You can see here 2 red candles, trying to turn back to the upside though. Okay, the 8 hour is rolling over a little bit here. The 12 is heading to the upside. Okay, daily, daily's about in the middle there. All right, that thing. Boy, oh boy, it's almost flattened out. You see my white line here that I'm taking up and down? Look, it's almost flattened out there. So that daily is right there. The weekly is right where it needs to be. That thing could turn up at any time. And you can see here, the main reason we put this target here was that is a 618-702 retracement area. All right, pull it down in here, and you can see that 618 and 702 are right up in that target area. That's what we're looking for here. You usually always get retracements up to that area, unless it's doing a 5-wave down, and then a 50% retracement down there is usually a sign of a break of structure. And you're going to do 5 waves down, but looking for this thing to head up to 612 to possibly 641 even. You know, that's right up in the 618 and 702 area. That's where you want to hit. All right, and if you zoom out on this thing, look at this. We zoom out on this, and look at this structure on this thing. Let's get this off here. We're going to leave that box there for the target area. You know, if it would happen to come up and take the top out of this, there's our entry down there. We can clean this up a little bit here so you can see what's going on here. All right, let's go back on a weekly. All right, even through here. Oops, let's open this up a little bit. There we go. You know, this looks like, man, it just looks like it should be making a big push here. Right at them levels down here. Right, came right down to support on this support line. The support line has been going on since August. August is when this started. This line, and we came back and just hit it here December. Then we hit it again here. In late December, day before Christmas. All right, that's on a weekly, and now we're working on this candle here. We've had a nice bullish candle there for this. Now we're looking for this to finish out and see what happens, you know, once it gets up to that area. But that is definitely what I'm looking for here for this thing. And this could all be, you know, a 1-2 here as far as a wave count. This first big move on the 12-hour, you could have a 1-2. We have a retracement of, what is a retracement on this thing? Just about a 382, right? It definitely could pull down. There's no question about that. All right, we have fair value gaps down here. Somebody brought that up in Discord. It was a very, very good point. You can see, but I think this has some work to do before it comes down here. But you have a fair value gap right here, and these usually get filled, right? So there's no doubt that you could have, you know, and look where it's at, right on the golden pocket, the 618. Okay, so any loss of 541, and I am out of this long, and I will look for a pullback down into this box, you know, to fill that fair value gap. That is definitely a possibility. Fair value gaps usually get filled. I love it when I get a pullback and I see a fair value gap, because then I know, man, oh man, right in this box, this thing is going to turn around. All right. Now, right now, I'd like to see this trade hold up. Obviously, let's zoom in here and see what's going on with it. So far, holding. Right, that support right at 554. It is holding it on a 4-hour. On a 1-hour, we're starting to get a green candle here on this thing. All right. So any break of 588, and this thing is heading to the upside. All right. If it takes out 588. If it loses 541, then I would say it's probably coming down to this box. All right, that box. If we put let's put a price tag on it here. Price label. All right, right at the top, it starts at 507. And down here at the bottom is probably where it's going to go, towards that 618, 491. Is the bottom of that. Let's go out to 4-hour, and you can see there's that fair value gap right here. If you don't know much about fair value gaps, guys, learn, because they are super, super important, and you usually always get filled. You know, whether it's now or if this thing runs up to 610, 620, 630, and then maybe it does a big ABC and comes down and fills it, or it loses this 554 and 541. It comes down and fills it soon. So we'll see. This thing is making a decent push off of support here. I just seen it go up another couple clicks here. Went on that 1-hour, and you can see that green candle here. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that, see if it holds. But like I said, any loss of 541, and it's coming down here. Any break of 588, and this thing's heading up towards that box area for sure. All right, so I'll be keeping an eye on Tao. Thank you so much, guys. Go check out crypto.com, and that link for a level 3 membership in the description of the video. If you come over and join us, I guarantee you won't regret it. You'll learn a lot over there for $15. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.